Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe Transformers toy review, where we'll be looking at Terracon Blot as week 3 of Monster Month marches on. This is one where we look at all the Terracons and then Abominus on Halloween Day. We're getting closer to that magical day of looking at Abominus, but before we get to Blot, let's do our shout-outs of the week. First is Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in lovely, and I do mean lovely, Winchester, Virginia, where you can get all your video game needs going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to the current systems, and games for each console, so go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking for toys and collectibles, may I suggest Time Travelers Toys and Collectibles on 115 South Loudon Street, diagonally across the street from Back to the Media, and check out the stuff that Charles has. He has like Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man and She-Ra and all that kind of stuff. But first I got him and the rest of the Terracons off of eBay. So that'll work. That's pretty cool. So on to our next spot, which is Four Color Fantasies at 80 Weems Lane, where you get all your comic book needs from IDW to Image and Marvel and DC and different titles like G.I. Joe and Transformers and Superman and Batman and Iron Man and Spider-Man and all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking for a bank to go to, may I suggest Bank of Clark or United Bank. Both of them are good banks. I've been members of them for a while. So go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking for a place to get some good Jamaican food, may I suggest Tropical Islands on Piccadilly Street, right across the street from the library here in Winchester, Virginia. So go ahead and check them out. And you get some good conversation. You get your belly full with some good Jamaican food. So definitely check them out. But if you're looking for a good place for counseling or therapy, may I suggest Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Bescown Street, Suite number 10, and see Robert C. Brown. If Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, may I suggest Northwestern Community Services, which you can get peer counseling and all forms of other kind of therapy and counseling going on. So definitely take them into consideration. And if you need insurance, may I suggest State Farm, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So definitely go ahead and check them out. So let's go ahead and get to Blot, which is, we start out with his little card, which you see the Decepticon Terracon Blot. Power of the Primes. The Transformers Generation logo. Then you get the Solus Prime logo right there. On the back, you've got Solus Prime logo right there in the corner. And you see it dialed up on the circle of the primes. And his card reads in the back with 4 different languages, so I'll read the Englishes. So it says, forges a sword coated with acidic slime. And I guess it says the same thing in the other 3 languages on it. So that's a pretty cool looking card. It says take a look at his other accessories, which he comes with the hand. All the deluxe figures of combiners and the powers of Prime 9 comes with a hand. Because you're supposed to interchange them if you want. Where each one of them could be a hand, each one could be a foot. But as you see, I got it already set up in the motion for the other things. And he also comes with a gun. This little laser pistol. Well, to us, it'll be like the size of a huge-ass cannon, but, it's not the point. So let's take a look at Blot in his purple, blue, and red color scheme. You can see he's got that blue and red all over, or blue and purple all over. Little touches of silver and yellow. Get the red up here on these parts. And on the eyes of the ogre mode. You see it's got the rub-off symbol thing right there. Or what in the G1 version would be the rub-off. As you can see, his head does rotate. Full 360. And he does have some we were like wobbly, which is due to the transformation. in his arm go somewhat like whippersnappers that we looked at last week, but not as high. You know, you need that 35-foot robot to reach those tall cabinet spaces. And his arm can rotate the full 360 all the way around. He can bend at the elbow. And of course, he's got his hand can move, but it's due to transformation to form his claw and robot mode. And then his legs. His legs just where he can do the full splits. Or some of the full splits. He can kick back, bend at the knee, kick forward. You know, and of course his little legs here can rotate, but that's for ogre mode. So let's go ahead and take a look at Blot in ogre mode. So here is Blot in his ogre mode. I mean, you know, I think it's cool. I think he's a good looking ogre. I mean, he doesn't look like Shrek, but you know, hey, it works. So let's take a look at his articulation. Of course, has the same road of his arms. You know, he doesn't have any head movement, but his legs do move. You know, which is pretty cool. You know, that's pretty much it for the articulation for ogre mode. So let's go take a look at him in arm mode. So here is Blot in arm mode with his hand. So we're getting ready to attach him to Abominus. So that way we can see Abominus with both arms. You know, and as we wait so we could do our cutthroat and center twin videos to do the legs. So let's connect Blot to Abominus. So let me go ahead and grab him real quick. This, like I said, this is where we were last week with center twin. Now we're going to add Blot to the other side. So let me hook him up and show you what it looks like. So here we are with the upper half of Abominus all set up with Blot and Whippersnapper hooked onto Hunger. So we're this far into Abominus. So this is a pretty cool looking Abominus so far. But see you in the next one as we do Cutthroat and start doing the legs in the next Monster Month video. So hope you all enjoying Monster Month. See you on the next one, and that's for Cobra Island. Until all are one.